Nakita nyo naman ngayon, eroplano naman ang sasakyan natin. Makarating lang tayo dun sa ating pupuntahan na destinasyon. Ma-interview lang ang ating susunod na celebrity dito sa Korina Interview. Saan kami pupunta? Hulaan nyo. At eto na ang world famous na mga isla. Yahoo! Work plus play equals fun. And we're landing. At lumipad pa nga tayo papunta dito sa Palawan sa magandang isla ng El Nido to interview. Guess who? It's Piolo Pascual. Yes, here in Isla Amara. Wow!
Hi.
So impressive. Biro nyo, nilipad pa talaga natin si Piolo Pascual for Korina Interviews, and you're in for a treat because he's going to tell all. Diba?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, kita mo na? So, wanna start? Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Wow, impressive. And Piolo Pascual is in the house! Yay! Woo! Or rather, Piolo Pascual is in the resort! Palakpakan ulit! And so are we! Oh, wow! Okay. So, mamaya natin pag-uusapan kung bakit tayo nandito sa Palawan in El Nido. Pag-usapan muna natin si Piolo, di ba? Pero ang dami mong pangalan. Saan ba nanggaling yung Papa Piolo?
Hanggang ngayon, di ba, kilala niyo siya bilang Papa P.
May mamahay nang galing po yan. Yan po yung totoo.
Alam mo,
It's from Ay de las Alas. Sa linggo na po sila, I guess at one time. And she called me Papa P. And it kind of stuck from there. You know, I remember that time. And people were calling me Papa P. And it was parang for me, parang mockery.
Bakit?
Parang I was still
Papa
very
ng
young.
bayan.
I was still very young.
Okay, but yeah,
So,
but
parang I
it's a compliment.
It became a compliment. And parang, you know, even...
But before, hindi.
Yeah,
Ang
parang
dating sa'yo,
weird.
parang,
Oo.
parang weird kasi bata
Papa,
ka pa.
oo,
noon.
yeah.
Ayun, oo. Totoo yun, ano? And talking about bata, saan ka ba pinanganak?
Manila.
Manila
Hospital ng Maynila.
Sa ospital ng
Yeah.
Maynila.
Yeah.
Batang Maynila, ikaw.
Yeah, I grew up in Manila.
Really?
I was born and raised there.
Childhood heroes. Sino ang mga childhood heroes mo? Bata ka pa nung mawala ang tatay mo.
Yeah.
Pero ano ang pinaka naaalala mo sa kanya?
He would always take us to trips. Pag may long weekend, we would always go to different places. Like ganito, and then we would spend like, we're 6 in the family. So we'll just be in one room with all the kids and our parents. Fun memories, you know.
Wow,
Yeah, and we go
okay.
watch movies together, we go to church together. Ganun. Yeah.
Okay. Hanggang anong edad ka bago kayo nag-Amerika?
Nag-America kami, I was already in my teens. Yeah.
Okay.
So
O
I was
kwento.
petitioned by my mom.
Bakit kinailangan yung umalis ng Pilipinas?
Well, you know, during the Marcos's time, you know, our parents would go to the States for greener pasture. Di ba ganun naman?
Oh.
So my mom was working for the administration for 19 years. And then, you know, a lot of things happened. We're so unstable. And so, you know, her relatives are there. So they all moved there. So, of course, us being the minors, we were granted petition right away because bata pa kami.
And hindi ka nahirapan. Look, as a teenager,
It was really hard
Oh,
because
no.
I was from here. But if there's one thing that living in the States taught me was to really value work. kung wala kang trabaho, walang kakainin. Unlike here in the Philippines, we're very family-oriented. In the States, you're forced to work, even at a young age. So you will know the value of money. So it really taught me, you know, in a hard way, how to be able to just value yung oras mo. You know, when you have to work, you have to pay your bills. So good thing also, because it kind of prepared me to, you know, the showbiz life that I was gonna take on.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I always hear about your mom. I hardly hear about your dad.
Oh, because my dad passed early on.
Oh, okay. So
I
yun
was
ang
only
dahilan.
16. I was
Yun ang
only 16
dahilan.
when he passed. So,
Okay.
yeah, even before I went to the States, I think it was a few months before that when he passed.
And
Yeah.
nasa showbiz din pala ang dad mo.
My dad was a talent caster for foreign artists, foreign talents, because back then in the 90s, or even in the 80s, Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal, mga Cynthia Rothrock, yung mga nagpifilm dito ng mga Hollywood stars, they would require foreign talents, right? So he was the supplier because my dad was blonde, my dad was white. So, you know, he was also part of yung pag hindi siya
Teka. Your dad was white?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that's why komportable kayo sa Amerika tumira.
No, I guess because we had to from my mom when she moved there. But my dad was born and raised here as well.
Ah,
So
okay.
he was just, I guess, you know, he was more associated with the foreign talents kasi he looked foreign.
Oo.
So, ganun. So, siya yung nagpo-provide ng mga talents.
Interesting,
Yeah.
Interesting. Parang, naka-apekto sa'yo sa kamulatan mo sa show
I guess
business?
you can say that. You know, there was one time, this is a little thing, I don't know if we discussed about this with Chris before. My very first film that I did was in Visconde Massacre, Chris's film. It was my high school graduation. My dad wasn't able to find a replacement for Juicy Leno, the Maureen Holtman case. They were gonna do a reenactment with Carlo J. Caparas. And it was my high school graduation. My dad was calling the landline at a small party with my friends and family. Sabi niya, anak, you have to be here because my talent didn't come. So that was my first experience
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
As a teenager.
as a teenager.
At maliban sa dad mo, grade 5, nasa entablado ka na.
I think also one of the reasons why I got interested in acting was because of, you know, you channel a different side of you. So I was doing this group play. I was in 5th or 6th grade, I think, Pygmalion in Galatea. So I was the leader of our group and we were asked to, you know, reenact the story. So parang it gave me the sense of excitement. And so there was a theater group that was formed, Teatro ni Kiko, and I joined. And I felt, tuwing nag-workshop kami, iba yung pakiramdam ko sa excitement, iba yung fulfillment na I get to kind of, you know, express and also feel like I'm in therapy. Because, you know, you have so much energy and then when you channel it in this way, parang it gets more exciting, gets more colorful. So I think, you know, those are the first things that made me want to try acting.
Oo nga. And then you had to leave for America.
Yes.
Right?
Before I left, I was part of a children's show at Iba pa.
Kailangan punong-puno ng buhay pagbati mo sa kanila, ha? Oh, ba't nanginginig ka?
Kuya Miguel, hindi mo maaaring ikaw nang gumawa ng pagbati sa simula? Mukhang hindi ko po kaya, kinakabahan ako eh.
Hindi maaari, Pipo. Ikaw ang nakapag-ensayo. At kaya ka namin pinili dahil alam namin magaling ka magsalita sa harap ng maraming tao.
In mid-90s, I was already in college in UST.
Alam ko na yun eh.
Yeah.
Alam ko yung
Back in
at
my time.
iba pa na yan
Yeah,
eh.
the children's show. So
Oo,
I was
nasa
there.
ABS-CBN na ako noon
Yes.
eh. Oo.
Put me through college, and then I had to go to the States. But back then, I was gonna be launched Star Circle Batch 3. So my mom, of course, didn't allow me because I was under petition. So I said, I really want to do this. So I was given 6 months. And I was launched in 96. But I left right away after because I promised my mom, I'll just try it out. And that's when I stayed in the States for 2 years.
Ayun. Pero yung karanasan mo sa Amerika,
That
parang
shaped me.
mahalaga.
That really shaped me.
You really think it was very important to how you are today?
I always go back to that. You know, parang I obviously felt that the 9 to 5 wasn't for me. Yung Bundy clock, you know, I would wake up and feel like, you know, your time is Talagang you have to go to this work. And I was working in a hospital. And I was doing odd jobs. You know, in the States, you have to do everything.
Yan ang gusto namin
do all the
malaman
time.
kasi yung kilala ninyong superstar ngayon na Piolo Pascual ay isang raketero dati sa Amerika. Ano-ano ang mga racket mo doon?
Una akong pinasok ng mami ko sa hospital where she was working in as a admitting ER representative / clerk. So I was
Oo.
admitting patients from the admitting. I was doing midnight shift sa ER. Nag-admit na patients.
Pero hindi ikaw yung taga...
No, I was just a
Sa
clerk.
pasyente,
Yeah,
hindi.
information lang. Even dun sa ER bed, kumuha ko ng information, insurance and everything. So exposure, maganda exposure. And then on the side, I worked as a security guard for the Oscars because it's near our place.
Okay, hindi ako makapaniwala dito sa narinig ko. Isa siya dating security guard.
Yeah,
Pero sa Oscars.
yeah. It was a good experience for me because I saw all the Hollywood stars. At the time, they had the family album. So all the stars were on one stage and then they had to be in one room before they went on stage. So I was part of the security team that was surrounding them.
So nakapagpa-picture ka ba?
No, we weren't allowed. Tsaka back then, wala pang mga
Bawal.
phones. Bawal eh.
Wala pang mga cellphone noon. Anong pelikula naman yun?
Titanic year. It was Titanic year.
Wow, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, and I saw all the former winners in one room. Shirley Temple, you got Cher there, you got Robin Williams and
Walang
everyone.
litrato, ano ba yan?
But it was a good experience for
It was
me.
it's in your head.
It's always going to be in my head.
Wow, biro mo, security guard ka dati, ngayon ikaw na nasa red carpet. Oh, hindi ba?
It's
Parang ganyan.
still I don't think it'll ever sink in. You know, whenever I attend red carpets, you know, parang it's a treat.
Right. So pag sinabi mong hero, I guess, work ethic. Yung galing
mom.
mo sa pagnenegosyo, working hard.
My mom, early on, she already exposed us because she was working in Malacanang, so I would see what she was doing. And then, very practical. And, you know, she had to raise all of us. So I already saw, you know, that hard work is important. So I learned it from my mom. You know, nothing comes easy. You know, nothing happens overnight. So you really work hard for it. So you know, we didn't grow up with on a silver platter, but you know, we knew how to value hard work early on in our lives. I'm the youngest, so
You're
even
the
harder for
ilan
me.
kayong magkakapatid?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. Kailan nabuo si Inigo?
Inigo, I was 20. I was 21
In America?
here before I left.
Before you left.
Yeah.
Okay. So dito siya.
Yeah.
Okay. Made in the Philippines
Made in
pala
the
si
Philippines.
Inigo. Okay. Pero nga international na rin,
International,
di ba?
Hey guys, what's up? So I'm here today in the studio chilling with my dad. Hey, it's your cue. And we're gonna be recording together for the first time, so it should be fun.
Proud ka.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, his success is my victory. Whenever he gets something big, a good, really nice gig such as Monarch, I'm the proudest dad. You know, it's something that, you know, for me, we claimed it early on in his life. And parang for me, I already saw it coming in a sense as a father. Parang, you know, I know he's gonna be big. I know he's very talented. He's very skilled. So, you know, his stage is the world. I would always tell him.
Wow. Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Who knew? I
Exactly.
mean, ang galing pala niya kumanta at mag-compose.
Sumayaw, and no, he's acting. and
Okay,
he
so
composes
what
his own
about
songs.
him surprises you still?
He's a good painter. You know, growing up, he asked me to take him to music, singing, dancing lessons. And during his time in the States, that's all he did. And he's very multi-talented.
Ayun. So,
So,
showbiz talaga.
yeah.
Showbiz talaga.
Yeah,
So,
I think
ito
so.
ngayon, from America, hindi nakatiis, bumalik si Piolo dito sa Pilipinas at parang doon na nagtuloy-tuloy, right?
I promised my mom, I was 21. I said, Mom, I remember the words I said. Sabi ko, Mom, I want to do this now because I don't want to look back on this 10, 20 years down the road and, you know, I feel as if I didn't do what I wanted to do because I already felt in my head, parang, I want to pursue this, but I was in the States, you know, parang, I was Asian, so it's hard to penetrate Hollywood back then, especially in the 90s. So sabi ko, I tried out one last time in the Philippines and maybe see, you know, what happens, and I can safely say to myself 5 years from now that at least I did it, I tried it. I didn't know it was going to change the course of my life.
Ano ibig sabihin nito? Exactly what it says. Si Santi ka na. Sa mahal kita. Gagawin ko ang lahat para sa'yo.
mawala sa buhay ko.
Well, I'm Ate Sherilyn.
I'm your Tito Efren!
And I'm your Tita Cynthia.
I'm your Chef Mads.
Na nag-iimbita sa inyo tuwing Sabado at Linggo na laging subaybayan ang Ito ang Tahanan mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga dito lang sa Net 25. Meron din kaming Facebook page at YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe! Ito ang Tahanan!
Let's get together. Sa Net 25. Sa Net 25.
On your way to success? Start with the best. New Era University, where we guide every individual to their natural state of excellence. Enroll now, because New Era University awaits the future we can build together.
Ang bawat pagkain siguradong may kwento, lalo na ang mga ipinamana pa at inabot na ng dekada-dekada. Namnamin ang lasa ng mga pagkaing may nakabubusog na kwento. Isa-serve na ang Savoring Stories sa LTE. Love, Tony Pet, and Everything. Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. sa Net 25.
At dumating ka na nga sa Pilipinas at yun na ang naging simula. Pero hindi naging madali.
Oh yeah. I think that's why I value my journey. It's because it was never easy. I had to start again because I was gone for a while. So I had to audition. And the first show that I auditioned for was sa Sandaling Kailangan Mo Ko with Inang, Olive Lamasan. And she made me do different acting. And I got the part, and I thought I was just gonna be one of the members of the cast, but I played the kontrabida to Marvin's character.
Look around you, Ma. Hindi na tayo ang pamilyang tinitingala ng lahat. Sirang-sira ng pangalan natin.
So it was fun. It was really fun.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they put me sa Esperanza ni Julian as a kontrabida again.
Pwede ba, Cynthia, tigilan na natin to? Pabayaan mo na sa Esperanza, tama na!
Hindi! Itutuloy ko lahat ng mga pinaplano ko.
Boys, kapag nagpatuloy ka pa, hindi na ako mag-aatubili sabihin pa sa kanya lahat ng plano mo.
And on the side, I had the film Lagarista. So I was doing everything. As soon as I started, dire-diretso.
Teka muna, paano nangyari na supporting kontrabida to heartthrob leading man?
All right, it happened.
How long is that process?
It was kind of quick because when Sa Sandaling Kailangan Mo came out in 98, 99, I was doing Esperanza as the obsessed guy to Julian's character.
Sa mahal kita. At gagawin ko ang lahat para sa'yo. Huwag ka lang mawala sa buhay ko. Esperanza, hindi ko kaya mawala ka sa akin.
And then, they gave us parang trial film, Love Triangle, kahit isang saglit, with Leandro Munoz.
Naglalaba pa nga ako eh. Alam mo kasi, yan ang training ng tatay ko sa amin. Kaya pa nag-asawa kami, hindi kami mapapaya sa babaeng papakasalan namin.
Okay pala tatay mo kakaiba.
Kakaiba
It
talaga.
became big. So, susunod ko, so pulit with her. Tapos bida na ako as her ka-love team. And then nilaunch yung Lagarista. And then I was doing Dekada 70 at the same time as well.
Pasensya ka na. Hindi ako nakapagpaalam sa inyo na maayos last time. Hindi ko kasi malaman kung paano ko sasabihin na...
Yung Dekada 70, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I hear it's your favorite of... One of your favorites.
Yes, definitely.
Why?
It also changed my mentality about what I was doing because to feel validated in this business is hard.
Sa bagay, conditioning lang naman naisip lahat din eh. Tagal ko nang kinondisyon ng sarili ko na pag nahuli nila ako, bablangkuhin ko na ang isip ko. Para kahit na anong gawin nila sa akin, wala na
You gotta prove your worth over time. But with Dekada 70, and I got all the awards, all the trophies from different award-giving bodies, I felt as if, no, I have a home. You know, I felt as if...
This is where you belong.
Yeah, this is where I belong. This is my business, and it's working. You know, I'm productive, and, you know, I'm recognized in a way, so it kind of gave me that boost that I needed just to be more confident and be more comfortable in what I was doing.
Oh, okay. Pero parang ang daling ikwento, no? Pero sa totoo lang, ang hirap ng
Sweat and blood.
pinagdaanan.
Yeah, tears, of course.
Ang
And very
hirap.
physical. Kasi wala ka ng tulog. Ang tulog mo na lang in transit. And you have to look the part. You have to look your best every time.
Correct, correct.
So, good training.
Good
With Mr.
training.
M and ABS, of course,
Oo.
backing you up. It's also good because meron kang anchor. You know, Mr. M would tell me what roles to take on, what not to accept. So I was properly guided. Even my mom was in the States. I had Tita Mariol and Mr. M, you know, guiding me. And back then si Tita Charo pa ang boss natin. So talagang properly guided ako.
So ano, never ka nagka-attitude?
Of course, hindi naman pwedeng mawala yan eh. But of course, I think my saving grace is my family. They never looked at me as a celebrity. Whenever I'm home, they always make sure that I feel grounded. Pwede pa rin nila akong utusan. And, you know, hindi nila pinifeed yung ego ko. And also in this business, I learned early on na, you know, you don't bring your work home. Pagkatapos ng trabaho, pagkatapos ng camera, you are your natural self again. And sabi ko nga, it's work for me eh. So parang pagtrabaho, you don't live that kind of life. You know, pag naka-on lang yung camera. And I have a good support system, I should say.
Siyempre, habang bata ka, ang tanyag-tanyag mo, gano'n.
Madaling maano.
Pero dumating ba yung part na lumaki ang ulo mo?
Yeah, admittedly, yeah.
Oh?
Na parang feeling ko, you know, I deserve this, you know, this is because of what I'm doing. And good thing I understood that, or I realized that early on. Because after all the accolades, after all yung mga victories and successes, I felt empty.
So, anong lowest point mo in your career?
Very positive kasi ako eh. So when there's a low, I sleep, I take my time off, and you know, I take the back seat and just really think hard. And then after a while, pag mawawala na, you move on. So I had a lot of highs, I had a lot of lows, but I never dwell on it. Yeah, wala akong choice eh. Wala akong chance to even dwell on the big win kasi kailangan mo mag-taping ulit the next day. So I never had the chance to really focus on things of the moment because ang dami kong ginagawa.
Correct. Since the last time I interviewed you, it's been what, 2 decades?
Yeah.
2 decades, baka more, right?
Yeah.
Iba yung piolo noon, iba yung piolo ngayon, right? Yung sa pananaw mo, pananaw mo sa buhay, paano nagbago?
I've learned to smell the roses. I've learned to value myself in the process and have a proper time management. As you get older, you kind of, you know, shortlist, you know, all the things that you want to do. So mas nagiging calm ka, mas nagiging parang purposeful yung mga araw mo because you only do the things that you value. And then you have more time for yourself, you have more time off-cam, and hindi lahat ginagrab mo.
Namimili ka na.
Just to avoid the feeling of burnout, because I felt that, you know, after like being a workhorse for 20 years, when I was turning 40, I was already rebelling. Nasabi ko, puro ako trabaho, wala na akong oras sa sarili ko. And that was a turning point. Nasabi ko, I have to also value, you know, my so-called mental health. And just to focus on things that I can take on and just, you know, have time for yourself para mas balanced.
Naku, sana all. I'm going to take the cue from you and I'm older than you. Kala nyo, yun lang ang alam ninyo tungkol kay Piolo Pascual. Marami pa kayong hindi alam tungkol kay Papa P.
When a story starts with faith, it can only grow further and stronger. As time passes by, we learn about your story. In an institution of exceptional healthcare, with genuine Christian compassion, we care about you. With a safe, secured, and sanitized environment, a accompanied by a team of trusted healthcare professionals. We're built this way to serve you better. By providing affordable health services to general population, we want what's best for you. Because at New Era General Hospital, everyone matters.
Sa kasulukuyang henerasyon, marami na ang nag-viral. Dahil po yan sa kanilang ginagawang pagtulong sa kapwa. Pero mas marami ang tumutulong kahit walang nakakakita. Kaya naman kung ikaw ay may kilala na grupo o individual na may natatanging pagresponde sa lipunan at maging sa kalikasan, mag-text lamang sa 0915-415-1035 o mag-email sa responde@net25.com at magpadala ng mensahe sa ating Facebook page at Net25TV. Baka kayo na ang susunod nating Certified E-Responder.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.
Sa mata ng balita, una sa kaalaman, mga boses na mapagkakatiwalaan ng mamamayan.
Higit sa 100 milyong pisong halaga ng shabu ang nasapat sa isinagawang bypass operation sa lungsod ng Baguio.
Natakot naman at nalungkot ang mga negosyanteng Chinese-Filipino sa sinapit po ng businessman at ang driver nito na dinukot at pinaslang.
Ali Soto, Alex Santos, Mata ng Agila Primetime. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 6 ng gabi, dito lang sa Net25.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.
Well, I never really knew that you were a security guard, okay? Or you were a clerk in a hospital. Hindi ko ma-imagine, parang naggagaganong-ganon ka. Pero I'm very happy to know that one of the things that people don't know about Piolo is he's a dog lover too. Yay!
Yeah, pretty much. Especially during the pandemic because may oras ka na for them. So what I started doing, whenever I would take on a role, I'd name my dog my character because I would only get male dogs so they don't really
procreate.
They don't multiply.
Oh.
So now I have about 10 dogs in the property.
10?
Yeah, the last one I got was an American Bully, which I named Daniel from Flower of Evil. And then I have a Kakapu. I named them Pipay and Pipo. Then I have a couple of labs, and then.
Pero you also rescue, right? You have an Aspin.
I have an Aspin that was with us since we built the house in Batangas, and they're still there. I have 2 Aspins.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
they're the best. I think Aspins talaga matibay, loyal.
Magaling, tsaka loyal. Yeah.
Loyal, very grateful, di ba? Wow, 10. I love it. 10 ang dogs niya. Okay. Pero, eto pa. Kung hindi siya naging artista, magiging teacher sana siya. Dami mo siguro estudyante. Bakit mo naisip maging teacher sa UST?
Hindi naman, parang siguro imparting your knowledge or, parang it's one of the ways. I always get invited to do like a TED Talk or something. And I get jittery because it's not my comfort zone, it's not my forte. But I'm always up for the challenge. Yeah.
Mahihain ka pa rin kahit artista ka?
It's in my nature.
May ganun pala, may artista pala
It's
na
a switch.
mahihain. It's a
Which is
switch.
better for me because at least I don't have to channel my own self when I'm acting because I know it's a character. I get lost in the character. I totally get lost in the character. I was just thinking about it the other day. I was like, sino ba talaga ako? And because I just give so much of myself to the character that I forget about myself and I just become the character whoever I'm playing. So that becomes more exciting for me. So even if I sing, you channel a different side of you, or when you perform, it's a different side of you.
But at a certain point, shouldn't you know who you really are?
Exactly. When I'm home, when I'm with my family, when the cameras are off, I'm naturally myself because I'm very spontaneous. But Just the same, if I can keep to myself, I'll just stay in one area.
Okay.
And I'm not the life of the party.
Okay lang yun. Let them work. Let them do the work. Nagatawa ka na lang, di ba? At kumuha ka rin ng course ng physical therapy. Ano ba talaga?
No, because in the States, it's uso back then. So my mom forced us to take
kumikita
up
talaga
physical
mga PT
therapy.
doon. Oo.
But I don't know, I guess gusto ko lang talaga mag-artista. But States was too big for me. That's why I came back home.
Right.
Yeah.
Be a big fish in a smaller bowl.
Yeah, and take it
Right?
from there.
Take it from there. Okay. Pero eto ngayon, eto yung siguro medyo nakatago na hindi masyadong nakatago na side ni Piolo, ang kanyang pagiging isang negosyante. Aside from he likes pusit, siningit talaga. Mahilig siya sa pusit. Okay. Anong luto ng pusit?
Anything. My favorite is grilled and then adobo. My gosh.
Ayun. Okay. Ito na nga yung pagiging negosyante mo. We're here now in his latest baby. It's called Isla Amara. And dito marami tayong natutunan tungkol sa Piolo na hindi natin alam, which is that you paint.
Yeah.
You also paint. Kailan ka naman nagsimula sa painting
Just recently.
mo?
Just recently. The pandemic din.
Ganun?
Yeah, I was more into photography before.
Okay.
But I would always have to bring my camera so I don't get to enjoy the views.
Correct.
So I stopped doing it. Now I have more time for other things.
Okay. Pero ang gaganda ng mga photos.
Thank you, thank you.
Magandang photos. Ayaw mo mag one-man show.
I don't have the time for it. Yeah.
Okay. We can mount it for you. But we will have to earn from it.
Exactly.
Okay? Commissioner Korina. Pati yung iyong mga painting, ayaw mong ibenta?
No, not necessarily. It's just a personal touch to the hotel.
Well, Isla Amara is full of Piolo's paintings. And there actually is a Piolo room. Imagine, pwede bang i-book ang Piolo and Catherine room?
Yes, definitely.
Pwede?
It's two of the biggest rooms in the hotel. Kind of personalized with our touch. So yeah, it's a treat.
Okay. So pag-usapan muna natin yung kanyang bagong baby, itong Isla Amara. Why? Why El Nido? Why Isla Amara?
I always like nature. I always like the beach. I always like to have some time off from a busy schedule. So whenever I would have the chance, I'd jump on the plane and come to El Nido. And even in the 90s, I was already coming here. I was already flying to El Nido. So parang for me, if I were to build something, a business, gusto ko na dun sa lagi ko pinupuntahan. So the opportunity came, and it's a good hotel. It's a good area in Leo. Because why not? So
parang hitting two birds with one stone.
Because I get to spend my time off here and do business at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have 42 rooms.
42 rooms, different classes, and then we have a pool. And then the beach is a few meters away from
Ang
the hotel.
ganda ng beach, ang ganda ng location niya, swear.
And the airport is just 100 meters away.
The airport is just nearby. May mga
restaurants, different cuisines. Yeah.
Different cuisines. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Para siyang one-stop shop.
Yes, especially when you go to town. At night, my business partner and I would always end up in town. And what I'm doing is, exposing myself there so they would get used to me. Yeah, so when I'm there, parang okay lang, hi lang.
Baka mamaya mag-mayor ka na dito, ha?
Hindi naman, no, that's not on the horizon for me.
That's not in the horizon. Yeah. So this is one of his latest ventures and it's open to the public.
Officially open to the public.
Andyan na yung telephone number, ha? Pwede na kayo mag-booking dyan, ha?
Yes.
Anytime. Here. Pero baka ang mangyari, sabihin nila, magbubook po kami kung kailan nandyan si Mr. Piolo Pascual. Madalas ka ba dito?
Yes. And I stay there too.
Okay.
So baka nandun ako sa kwarto.
So, in all likelihood, pag pumunta kayo dito, makikita nyo siyang kumakain ng almusal.
Pahara-hara.
Correct. But Piolo, as a businessman, that's one thing not too many people know about. Marami ka talaga pinapasok. Bakit ganun ang ethic mo sa money?
Because showbiz life is not permanent. You're not young forever. You're not in your prime forever. So you have to know that. So pag pumasok ka na, of course, the offers come in, projects come in, you're able to save up because you're a workhorse. So not just to save it for the rainy days, but for your future. So early on in my life, I never spent beyond my means. I would save up. I would not apply for a loan. I would save up for something that I want to get, I want to purchase. And once I have the money, that's the only time I'll buy it. And through time, I was able to kind of, build my portfolio with real estate.
Lupa talaga.
Yeah, because
Real
it's passive
estate.
and I didn't have the time to attend to other businesses na kailangan hands-on ka.
Correct.
So, and then...
At lumalaki yung value ng lupa.
Always appreciates. But the thing is with hotel business, since I love going on vacations, it's something that sabi ko, just like what you said, you hit two birds with one stone. Doon ka na sa business mo, nakakapagbakasyon ka pa doon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Matalino ka talaga eh.
Thank you.
Tamang-tama, hindi ba?
Yeah, practical. Everything is practical.
Practical lang talaga. And especially now, as we're speaking, ang dami pong tao dito. Ang daming tao, kahit medyo maumbon. Pero we're very happy for you that you got into something that you really, really love.
Yeah.
A man of many passions. Ang tawag dyan, Renaissance man.
Renaissance.
Oo.
Thank you.
May bago ka na, hindi na lang Papa P. Renaissance P. Hindi ba?
Thank you.
Okay. So, ang balita ko, itong si Mr. Award-winning actor and certified heartthrob na certified entrepreneur ay isang bartender din. Pero healthy bartender.
Yeah.
Malaman natin, bakit mukha pa rin siyang bata? Kung gusto nyong malaman, hindi kayo aalis dyan.
We are now open for business.
Open for Business with Cesar Vallejos. Every Sunday, 9 p.m.
Sunday 25.
Ako si Sara Duterte. Tatakbo bilang Pangulo ng Pilipinas.
Good luck. Yun lamang po.
Tampok ang mga nagbabagang balita at malalimang panayam sa mga pangunahing personalidad, mga opisyal ng gobyerno, eksperto, at mga taong nasa sentro ng kontrobersya. Harapan at tapatan. Alamin ang totoo. Alamin ang magkakaibang panig. Sumabay sa init ng mga balita at issue. Ano sa palagay nyo? Alas 8 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, dito lang sa Net 25.
Sa kasulukuyang henerasyon, marami na ang nag-viral. Dahil po yan sa kanilang ginagawang pagtulong sa kapwa. Pero mas marami ang tumutulong kahit walang nakakakita. Kaya naman kung ikaw ay may kilala na grupo o individual na may natatanging pagresponde sa lipunan at maging sa kalikasan, mag-text lamang sa 0915-415-1035 o mag-email sa responde@net25.com at magpadala ng mensahe sa ating Facebook page at Net25TV. Baka kayo na ang susunod nating Certified E-Responder.
Let's get together. Sunday 25. Sunday 25.
Bakit mukha pa rin bata si Piolo Pascual? Eto na po ang isa sa mga sikreto. O, ayan.
We have a nursery at home, so we get our produce from our garden. And then I always make it a point to drink ginger.
Wow.
Just to boost the energy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger is good.
I do
Overall.
Ginger shots.
Oo.
Then, of
So
course,
mayroong luya. Yan ang mga
Turmeric.
recipe natin.
And
Pineapple.
pineapple.
Ayun. Aside from this, you do, nagma-marathon ka pa ba?
I used to train a lot before because of my runs, my races with Sun Life Ironman. So now I have 3 races next year.
Alam mo, bakit parang ginagawa mo lahat? Sabay-sabay.
I can never stay still, I should say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some people regret doing Ironman. Ikaw
Yeah.
talagang inuulit-ulit mo pa.
minsan kasi pag nagkasubuan na, pag nandun ka na, parang out of pride siguro, you'd want to finish it. I did 10 years consecutive of Ironman. But I only do relay because I don't have the time to train for all 3 sports. So no, I'm just focusing on bike.
Really? How do you do that?
Why?
Alam nga namang ito lang ang secret. Ano pa?
I sleep a lot.
Sleep is important.
Water. Yeah, and time management. You know, yeah, just like what I was saying, proper balance of everything. Diba?
So you take a ton of supplements?
Yeah, and di ba dapat may water? Wala bang water to?
Oo, dapat may water at
Ito
saka
yata
konting yelo. Ayun yun, no? Pag nandyan na lahat, lalagyan na ng yelo.
Nice. May concoction.
Okay. So sleep is important. You take supplements.
Water. And
sleep is important, di ba?
very, very important.
So,
And
8 to 10 hours.
Just to recover. Then 8 naman.
8.
Nowadays, when you get older, 6 to 8 is fine.
You know what?
You still do 10?
I try for my mental health.
Wow.
Yes.
You kind of feel sluggish kasi, di ba?
A little.
You're not able to be creative
Sa
pag wala kang
bagay.
tulog.
Oo
So,
nga.
anywhere I am, I think it's become a talent for me, like even at taping. Pag walang take so that I can reserve my energy, kahit sa mga ilagay sa upuan, I take naps.
Totoo?
Yeah.
Kaya mo?
Yeah. It's become a talent, it's become a skill.
Nakasara bibig mo, dahan-dahan ka, baka pasukin ng kung ano yan.
I cover myself.
You cover yourself. Okay,
So pag
that's
natapos ko na to,
wise. Because baka kunan ka ng litratong natutulog sa bangko, nakabuka ang bibig. Naku, not good for your imaging,
It's
ha?
okay.
Okay.
Makes you human, I guess.
Okay. And some oranges. And before I ask him about his world tour with Jericho Rosales, buksan muna natin ang mixer. Ayan.
It's so good. Sometimes it's all I have during the day. So I do 1 meal a day. So if you're not able to work out, if you're not able to exercise, at least with juices, with smoothie, you know,
One
you still
meal a day.
Yeah.
Depende sa ilalagay mo. Pwede ba lagyan ng lechon? Ang
On the
smoothie,
side.
kare-kare smoothie. Yan, with rice. Nakahalo na rin yung rice sa loob. Okay, when is the world tour happening?
We're here now. We just finished our
Band
rehearsal.
rehearsal.
Yes, here in Manila, and
we're gonna see you soon.
Yes. So first leg will be at
Vancouver.
Yes, and then
Calgary.
Calgary. We're gonna have fun.
I have a world tour November 4 in Vancouver, 5 in Calgary, in Canada, and then the week after is Houston, and then Sacramento.
Wow. Two heartthrobs together.
Yeah,
Kaninong
first time.
idea yun?
From a friend of mine from the States. He wanted to do a reunion of hunks. So it's been like 20 years. So it's the first time I'm actually touring with Jericho.
Wow.
Yeah, together.
That's really something.
Yeah.
It's the first time you're touring with your co-heartthrob, Jericho Rosales. So ano yung song and dance?
No, it's mostly singing. It's with a full band.
He's a singer too.
Yeah, he loves to dance, so it's gonna make me dance. But you know, anything happens during a concert.
Hindi ka talaga sumasayaw.
Leave it to the more expert.
Oh, see? We learn something new every day. Expert in everything except dance. Pero tingnan natin sa kanilang world tour. Abangan sila sa America. And it was such a wonderful time here in Isla Amara. Please come. It's a one-stop shop in El Nido, in Leo, in Batangas. Leo Estate in Batangas. Tuloy, Palawan.
Palawan.
Palawan. Okay. Kailangan na natin uminom nito.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers! And thanks, Papa P.
It's good.
Okay. I'll take your word.
Mixed pineapple with orange, always good. And then for the sugar, orange. And then
And
you
this
got
is
the
the
spike of
Yan
the
yung
ginger.
spike. Correct.
Yeah. Keeps you healthy.
Correct.